Trekking outside of Port de Soleil, the party headed northeast in pursuit of Aethelward Roan, one of the missing Vipers of Ironwood, and Marika Tetsinto, his ally or quarry. But as they drew closer to an inferno on the horizon, they came across a ransacked caravan where soldiers wearing Marika's colors fought with unidentified foes. It was there and then that they saw Aethelward in the flesh, this hulking man wearing gleaming metal plate. After a daring move by Finn, he was injured gravely, but it left Finn incapacitated, and Aethelward enacted his vengeance by chopping off Kayako's leg. We are going to be starting this as if it were a whole new session, so we'll get a new initiative order, we'll get new destiny or story points, and a new obligation. So to start things off with obligation, I rolled a 17, which means Arnor's obligation is activated.
Ooh.
Party!
So Arnor will take a -2 to his strain threshold, and everyone else will take a -1. I rolled 2 story points for the player's pool.
I also rolled 2 story points for the player pool.
I rolled 1 point for the GM pool.
I got 1 point for the player pool.
I got 2 points for the GM pool.
I got 2 points for the player pool.
All right. And as initiative stands, it will go an enemy group, 2 players, 2 enemy groups, and then 3 more players. It is going to be Marika's troops that are going to kick things off here as they battle against some of Ethelward's forces. Both sides are dangerously thin. There are barely a couple handfuls of soldiers on each side, all starting to congregate around these last 3 wagons in the caravan that remain unscathed. With a success and an advantage, they are able to beat back and even strike down a couple of those soldiers. Now it's a player's turn.
Bread will go. Obviously, this is not an ideal situation for any doctor ever. I think assessing it quickly, Kai is in a much more dire state. I would like to stabilize Kai first.
Because you're still at the head of the caravan, are you not?
I will have to move, but I think I can get there.
Yes. With your horse, you can move down half the length of the caravan. If you want to get to Kai, you will have to take strain in order to not sacrifice your action, because it will take 2 maneuvers to reach her.
Okay, I think Bread is in a state of mind to do that, so I will take the strain.
All right, you take 2 strain, and you reach Kai's side.
2 so many.
Aethelward, just right there, after chopping off the leg.
Just
Bread is like sliding into home like a baseball player. Like that is what I imagine is
She
happening right
kicks
now.
Kai's severed leg out of the way.
You are beholden to this sight, this ragged cut that has just splintered her femur into pieces. Ethelward's sword sliced clean through like the top part of her thigh there, and then as it smashed through the bone and came out the other side, it just completely mangled the flesh to where it's almost like a blown out exit wound here of just bone and muscle and skin that's been flayed and flapping about.
Ooh, yikes.
Hamburger helper.
What is my difficulty?
Oh, she's got 2 critical injuries, well over. This is going to be 4.
Okay,
This is going to be
take
4
it.
difficulty.
Whew, here we go. Nice. Okay. 3 success, 1 advantage.
Okay. With your surgeon talent, I believe that's 2 extra.
I might have 3 ranks in surgeon now, actually. Let me check.
Oh, well.
I'm just a little guy. Yeah, 3.
Wow. Well, then you heal Kai for 6 wounds, bringing her down from 22
So many.
to 16,
Much better.
Still over her threshold. That's fine.
That's better, though.
where she's still
but
incapacitated.
less
Yes.
dead.
Incapacitated is fine. Bread just doesn't want her to die. Like, that is his greatest fear right now. That'll be it for Monsieur. Can I do anything with my advantage? Can I, like, pass that along to somebody?
You can pass that to someone.
Okay, I will do so.
It would be the next player, so...
You let one rip, and Aethelward is off balance.
He's sitting there.
You can use it, Laurel, to give the next ally a boost, or you could recover a strain.
Definitely. do
Oh,
that.
I'll recover a strain.
Yeah. We can't have you going down, so.
All right. Next player.
All right. We good if Phineas goes?
Go,
Yes, sir.
B-man.
So as Brett arrives on the scene, he's busy patching up Kai, and if it could be heard over the ruckus of the battle, there is a slight tinkering, metallic clanging sound coming from Finn's satchel, or on his completely incapacitated body. And his mech spider crawls on out, and it places itself on top of Finn's chest. And it's got on top of it this purplish, blackish, glowing orb thing. It's kind of like its own version of a void cell. And it starts to glow brighter and brighter and brighter. And then it just like clasps itself around Finn's body with its legs. And it delivers essentially the equivalent of a defibrillator charge and just jolts him alive. That'll give him 5 wounds.
Awesome.
You can heal 5 wounds.
He is technically still incapacitated by his strain threshold. However, because of his whatchamahoozits dealio, the shapeshifter feat, he is going to remove all of that strain. So here, let me take away
Finn
those 5.
is terrifying.
11
Finn is a
wounds.
tank.
This is
I
so
love
scary.
As Finn is shocked awake by this thing, you're not even like beyond the realm of unconsciousness as your body starts convulsing and changing.
And the spider thing, as soon as the shock is delivered, its purplish glow cell on the back of its body is completely depleted, and it kind of just rolls over on its back, shrivels up like a little spider thing. And Finn, the last time that he changed, it was kind of daylight outside, so you couldn't really see all of the impacts that this change has on him. But now that it's nighttime and you got only the lights of the fires around you, you know that the evil dude from Atlantis
Yes.
at the end when he
What a
turns into
pull.
that blue glowing monster with
Yes.
with the eyes and the mouth like light bleeding out? That's basically Finn right now.
Nice.
And he stands up in his semi-roided out state and takes a quick gasp of air. And he's kind of just looking around and seeing things for the first time as well. How close is Aethelward to him at this point?
He's pretty close.
Okay. I'm assuming the whole spider thingamajig took his action for the round.
Yes.
Then he's just going to speak to Aethelward, if Aethelward is even aware of him. And he will just say, Aethelward Roan, you are to come with us, or die.
Okay. Then I believe it is an enemy's turn. Just to get them out of the way, Ethelward's soldiers will go as they continue hacking at Marika's forces, though with a failure and a threat, they suffer more of their own casualties than they're able to inflict. And then finally, Ethelward will take his turn. Whirling on Finn, he looks you up and down after hearing this, this voice come out of you, which is a little, we'll say, distorted, almost like gravelly as it exits your throat here, delivering this threat. And he just turns on you, giving you this once-over, and he says, "What manner of abomination are you?"
And the blue light fire screams at him.
Okay.
I loved that.
"What manner of abomination are you?"
One who has touched void and lived. But you may not be so lucky.
"I would suggest that you and the rest of Marika's dogs put down your weapons before more of you come to undue harm."
How about we all put down our weapons? We just need to talk.
"If your talk is more threats, I do not want to hear it."
Finn doesn't really have a weapon or anything, but he just kind of holds his hands out at his side and just says, "We can stop this right now."
"Not until Marika's head is in my hands, and she is released her quarry."
Where is she?
You feel the confusion from him as he looks at you and then looks over his shoulder at the caravan, taking a step back from you. His head tilts a little, just this big helmet. "You're not one of hers, are you?"
No. I thought you would recognize your own kind when it came after you. The Ironwood Company sends its regards.
"Then I give you a choice. Stay your blades and your tongues. Let me finish my business here. Then we may talk."
Finn kind of backs up, giving himself room, but he will kind of maneuver himself to position himself a little bit closer between where Bread is and Kai on the ground, just to be like, don't touch them, take care of your business, but don't touch them.
He'll just nod at this, and then he will run off toward the tail of the caravan, where some of Marika's soldiers are engaged with Kel and Arnor. And as he reaches them, he is just gonna swing away.
Now I have to get back off my horse.
Not you guys.
Oh, I thought he was, because if he didn't recognize Finn, I'm not assuming he would recognize that we're with Finn and the others.
He can see people wearing Marika's colors and people wearing not Marika's colors. That's what
You
he's
can
going
also
off
see
of
people
here.
wearing Marika's colors, fighting.
Yeah,
That's true.
that's true.
Yeah. And as he barrels into these soldiers, these 3 or 4 soldiers left in front of Kel and Arnor, that is 5 successes. And with his cleave ability, they're all dead. He slices clean through one and then rips through like the back of the other as the guy's spine is like dragged a little along before it severs like a foot out of the dude's back.
Gross.
And then the sword just plunges into the last guy's side and sends him to the ground.
That guy takes, he recovers after getting hit by a horse extremely well.
Yeah.
He has been described to us as like a tower of a man, so
That fits.
can't say I'm surprised.
What Ryan described reminds me of where Optimus Prime is slicing everyone's heads off.
That's exactly what it's like. In fact, if you rearrange the letters in Aethelward Roan, it spells Optimus Prime.
Okay, I was listening to the Skeleton Crew episode today, and we literally made the same joke about how if you rearrange the letters in Riyadh, it spells Lord Voldemort or something.
It's a 4-letter name. All right. 3 more players.
Arnor will go ahead and get off his horse again, seeing this plated man come through and slaughter Marika's men. Aethelward, is that you?
More ironwood.
Yes.
I have an accord with one of yours. Stay your blades.
You have an accord with one of us. And who would that be?
The glowing one.
And Arnor just looks back, and Finn just kind of waves at it.
In the smoke and the haze, waving.
If you have an accord, what are you seeking to accomplish?
This is not the time for such a discussion. Shut the hell up. And he'll turn back to fending off Marika's soldiers.
Arnor doesn't know what to do at this point. Arnor is gonna go ahead and hold off now and is a little wary because he did hear a horn go off. He assumed that was probably Aethelward, but it could be from the forces of Marika.
Aethelward will turn at you and say, if you want to be a damn good help, open that carriage. And he'll point to the large, looming, metal-laced, reinforced carriage that you and Kel have been fighting beside.
Arnor will make his way there because he was already curious and had to stop because of Marika's men.
All right, you trot about 6 feet.
Open it up. Can I do a very big, grand one?
Well, it sure doesn't open that easily. It is locked tight shut.
Did any of the guys look like they were superior and might have a key?
Sure didn't.
Kel, you have any experience with locks? Besides bashing this thing, I don't think it'll come open.
I mean, I've got a set of thieves' tools, but I'm not necessarily good with them. I can try. I mean, Ryan, is it what type of lock is it? Is it something I can pick, or is it something I can hit with my sword?
I don't know, you're not there.
You're on your horse next to it. You have to walk the
All
6
right,
feet.
I'll get down and walk over and join you.
Well, Arnor needs to end his turn first.
Yeah, I would say it's still your turn, Seth, so.
Oh, okay. Well, it's better than what I've got. Come give it a try. And that'll be Arnor's turn.
Kel will, having heard this entire conversation, following Arnor's lead specifically, warily but quickly enough, she'll hop down and head over to where he is and take a look at the lock to see if it's something that would require maybe a little bit more finesse than just a sword to the lock.
It's a big honkin' lock on a big honkin' door.
Okay, so that didn't really answer my question. I mean, I have a set of thieves' tools, so I'll try it. I'll try my thieves' tools and see if I can pick this lock.
Do what you will.
Okay, what do I roll?
2 reds, 3 purples.
Ouch. Okay, this is gonna break my lock picks. And then what's the what's the skill for it?
Skullduggery.
Skullduggery? Okay, that's what I thought.
If you really want to break your picks, give it to Arnor. He has 1 in skullduggery.
I'm going to expend a story point to upgrade one of my colors. All right, I rolled 2 success and 5 threats.
All right. You feel a series of tumblers lock into place as you think you've made it maybe halfway through the lock.
Okay. Like, still holding my lock picks, just kind of say, maybe I can try and go through it again, but I'm not 100% sure this is the best way to get through this thing. I'll kind of vaguely look between Aethelward and Arnor to be like, I don't know what you guys want me to do.
You can't see Aethelward from
Never mind. I'll say that to Arnor then. All right. I would assume that trying again would be another action, so...
Yep.
Okay, so that would be the end of my turn then.
That's your turn.
Just keep going. Some progress is better than none.
Last player.
Well, seeing the situation with Aethelward is diffused for the moment, Sarako is going to slink away from any of the active combat zones and see if any of these carriages are open and just poke around, see if there's anything worth finding. And honestly, I'm just avoiding battle at this point.
The only carriages that you'd be able to pick over without getting in a fight are the ones that are just burnt to a crisp.
All right, well, he's going to go find some bodies away from any combat zones and start looting them.
All right, that'll be your turn.
But he will remain wary, just in case anybody tries to sneak up on him, hit him over the head with the rock. We'll be ready for it.
As the last of, Marika's forces battle Aethelward's, they aren't able to gain any headway, and they'll surrender.
Nice.
With that, Aethelward will call his troops to order, and we will be out of initiative.
Hooray!
Any luck, Kel?
I think I'm about halfway through it. I can try again if you want, or I can try and hit this thing with my sword and see if that does anything different.
You are promptly shoved out of the way as Aethelward just cements himself in front of the door, wedges almost the whole length of his sword between the locking mechanism and the carriage door, and just snaps it off of it.
Or he could just do that. That works too.
What was so damn important about this wagon?
He opens it, and it's empty. There's nothing. You hear him curse to himself, and then he turns on you, Arnor, and says, "Well, it should have been someone, but it's not."
Care to expound further? Who?
I think you've got your own explaining to do. Let's get away from all this blood and smoke first. I don't want to have to deal with this.
Fine.
Strolling up after making sure that, there weren't any other enemy forces near Bread and Kai, Finn joins the group over around the cart. How far did we ride outside of the city to get here?
Hours.
It was hours. I agree. We should get out of here. I don't know if you have a nearby camp or not, but we could make one. Unless you have some other means of transportation to get us to a more appropriate place to talk.
Talk. Granted, you have answers.
Likewise. We are not merely chasing after ghosts. We have our own questions for you.
I am chasing Marika Tetsunto and her prisoner. Until I have that, I don't see what we have to discuss.
It could be a common goal. We are not exactly on good terms with Marika either.
But I doubt you are on good terms with me, by your own nature.
Finn just kind of looks down at himself, back up at him. Look, what our relationship is exactly remains to be determined. As I said, we have questions, you have questions. I think we could provide answers for each other. In the meantime, it seems we have a common goal. I don't see why we can't work alongside each other to accomplish that.
Because I don't work with the Ironwood Company anymore.
Then?
Why is that?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Weather boy.
Yes, actually, that is primarily our question.
He just looks over you. You can't see his eyes, but you can feel the disdain. Shouldn't you be tending to your own first?
We have our doctor attending to the most severely wounded, which you sought personally to inflict. But, yes, We do need to regroup.
I will send my soldiers and scouts ahead to pick up the trail of the Tetsinto traitor, she whom she carries. Until I have the scent, you have my ear, but do not assume that we are friends, nor are we allies. I would kill you all where you stand, should you make the wrong move.
I do not doubt it.
Now, tend to your wounded. I'll be over there. And he points to a small bit of clearing in the fields, just a little ways away from the caravan where his soldiers have congregated. About a dozen of them remain after the battle.
Ryan, remind me, do we know who this prisoner is that he's talking about?
No.
I don't think we do. I kind of wanted to ask about that, but I'll wait till later.
Well, that was why Arnor asked who he was trying to find, but he was like, nope, wouldn't you like to know, Weather Boy?
Weather Boy, yeah.
He's not just gonna tell us.
I know, but I was trying to think if that was something that we had learned last session and I just couldn't remember it. And I was like, I don't think we've heard about Marika having a prisoner, but okay. I just want to clarify on that. Hearing that someone is injured, because I'm assuming Kel didn't see any of this happen, or she's going to turn towards where he gestured to, where Finn, who is now transformed, so she knows something went down, and head in the direction of where she thinks Bread and Kai are, just to see what's going on.
All right, Laurel, what does she come across?
Yeah, Bread frantically attempting to patch up this, horrible wound that Kai has suffered, and also every other wound that Kai has suffered. I think Bread is, very clearly panicking, but his hands are, rock steady. So he is very focused, but emotionally, mentally terrified that Kai is going to die on him. So he's just, working as fast as he possibly can.
All right. Do you want to do another?
I would love to. Please let me help Kai.
There's no way that I can, assist her or anything, can I?
You can assist, I'll say, but that'll just give you a boost, Laurel.
I'll take it.
Okay, then I will assist you when I get there.
Here's some gods.
Whoa, wowzers.
That's the best you have ever rolled.
Showing
You
off.
didn't roll any difficulty dice?
Oh, I didn't roll any difficulty.
Whoa.
Still really
Still
good, though.
really good.
4 success, 1 advantage.
All right, you heal Kai of 7 wounds, stabilizing her, though with this critical injury, she is still going to be, for all intents and purposes, unconscious and in dire straits.
Have I done all that I can for her in this moment?
With your doctoral knowledge, yes.
Okay.
You know that anything past that, any repairs you can do are going to be superficial.
Yeah, it's just time at this point.
Yeah, you staunch the bleeding. Anything else is something that is outside of your capabilities in this present moment.
Okay.
And we have no way of contacting Iris, right?
Sure don't.
She's the one that usually comes to us. Okay, just double checking.
Seeing this, Bread will look to Kel and let his breath out. Thank you.
You all right, Red?
Hi, yeah, I'll be fine.
Are you lying to me?
Just sort of raises his eyebrows.
You lying to me?
Not about this.
All right, help me get her up. Just try and get her at least somewhere comfortable. Try and...
Do you pick her up and take her to where Aethelward and co are gathering?
Yeah, we'll try and remove her from the horse carnage and try and make her as comfortable as possible while she's severely incapacitated.
Do you bring her severed leg?
Yeah, someone's got the leg
Red
in
would grab
one
it,
hand,
yeah.
but we're awkwardly holding with the other, so it's just kind of leaning off a shoulder while we're walking or something.
Yeah.
It's a weird thing, but I do think that Bread is really particular, about remains, where it's this is Kai's leg, and she should decide what happens to it. That's his weird attitude.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't think Kel would leave it behind either. Kel has not a lot of medical experience, but she trusts Bread enough to know that hey, maybe Bread's pretty good at healing things. He might be able to reattach this somehow, even though it looks pretty dog shit right now. So
Yeah.
one of us would make sure to grab it before we moved her. And then we'll take her somewhere a little bit more clean and open.
The rest of your party can now be witness to the aftermath of Kai and Ethelward's battle, and Ethelward sitting on a stool that's been set out for him next to a fire that one of his soldiers is just getting started, says, "She going to live?
It's hard to say at this point. It's just a matter of time.
Out here, she'll surely die. If that doesn't turn gangrenous, or worse."
Do you have any suggestions?
Well, he takes off one of his gauntlets, revealing a contraption that is, laced around his hand and his wrist that you would recognize as a void collar. "Perhaps we can make an arrangement. I understand if you need to have her moved elsewhere.
What are you asking for in return?
What are you offering? Let's lay that out on the table first, shall we? What do you want with me? I assume that's why you're here. Marika is just a side hustle.
I think Kel is a little uncomfortable being front and center, so she'll look to Finn or Sirocco or someone else who usually steps up to say things, and it's kind of going to see if either one of you is going to take the wheel for a moment, so to speak.
Sirocco, take the wheel.
Sirocco will speak up, and he will say, I will be honest with you if you will be honest with each of us. We have sought you because it is our mission to find the Vipers and to understand why the Vipers have, what's the word?
Deserted.
Deserted the Ironwood Company. And also, we wish to know, well, I ask you one question at a time. So,
What comes after once you know?
I don't know. We all go home in one piece. Some of us in two piece, but we all go home alive.
Is that what you told Korvac Hist?
That is my second question. I want to know why Vipers turn on their own and kill Korvac.
You think it was one of us?
I think the Viper is very smart, very cunning, like fox. Or like a viper, and they know Korvac get captured, and so they send somebody, make sure he not talk.
And I think the Wolves of Ironwood have a fox in their pack.
So you'll not kill him?
What useful questions do you lot have? I'm growing tired of this. If we're to strike an accord, give me something useful, or your friend will die here on the plains.
What do you want that we can offer you?
I know you can't give me what I want, first and foremost, which is for you to leave me and mine alone.
Okay, maybe I ask you this question. When last we saw Korvac, he looked like he was about to tell us something, but then said we were not ready. He suggests that perhaps when we find out what you know, what the Vipers know, then maybe we ourselves are not so keen to stay with the Ironwood Company. So perhaps there is a fox in the pack. If there is, then I would like to know.
Then answer me this, each in turn. He looks first at Kel. Why do you fight with the Ironwood Company? Why are you a wolf?
I think Kel sits and she thinks about that question for a moment, and especially given the last couple of days that she's had with reuniting with Aiden and having some of her past kind of come to life, she kind of really sits and thinks for a second and says, it was the only thing that I had after I lost everything, and I stayed with them because I didn't see another future for myself.
And do you now?
I don't know.
And you? He turns to Finn.
Glowing Finn.
Is that his name? Glowing Finn? GF?
What an interesting party we make.
He just kind of looks at his hand in the light of the fire. His hand is also kind of emitting this bluish glow, kind of purplish from his veins. You've seen the horrors inflicted on this world because of improper and irresponsible use of void. And he kind of just, cocks his head towards Aethelward with a little eyebrow cock, I've done that. I'm the idiot here. The Ironwood Company provides me the resources and opportunities to prevent further atrocities.
Does it now? Any better than the Compact or any other regional organization?
It provides, let us say, more elusive opportunities than what the Compact normally would outwardly say it is involved in. I do, however, have a potential offering to lay on the table for you.
Then keep it in mind. And you, Demlik?
Because it is my honor and duty to serve the Ironwood Company.
There's always one. How is Arnor holding his shield right now? Is it on his back? Are you're sitting with it in front of you, or where is it oriented?
I imagine Arnor is kind of sitting, and it would be on his side with his arm pretty much ready for anything.
Gotcha. Aethelward will point then at your shield and say, "That's no Ironwood crest, Demlik."
I am very much aware of that. Why do you care?
I wonder if that's where your honor and duty stems from. Is that? And he'll point again.
What do you mean?
If you don't know what I mean, then you're more a fool than I thought. You there. He'll look at Sirocco. Your answer.
Money.
Real.
Care to expound, or is that all that satisfies you?
Money and maybe a little bit of ambition. You see, the Ironwood Company and House Castellan have struck an accord. But to be honest, one of my goals is already achieved, and that was to come to Viridian. Now that we are here, well, is mostly the money for which I stay with the Ironwood Company. They pay me well. In turn, I offer my services to them. If they wish to terminate their contract with me, then is water under the bridge, and I go my own way.
Glad to witness both sides of these unfortunate extremes here of stupidity. And you, he looks at Bread, why do you stay with the dogs?
I'm a plague doctor. I'm looking for a cure to the plague. The wolves are a means to an end.
Any progress on that, Doctor?
Not in the way you might think.
He'll grumble, and then he'll take off his helmet and set it beside him. He looks, if any of you'd seen him in the past, he looks older, more weathered, though he isn't that old of a person. He just looks tired. And he says, Korvac was right, and he remains right still. None of you, I regret to inform you, you will not be fulfilling your mission tonight. I will be leaving here to track down Marika Tetsinto and that which she has that I desire. You will not be following me. You will not be coming along.
Do you know how to find her?
I do.
May I perhaps lay my offering out to you now?
Very well.
The Ironwood Company is nothing if not persistent, as I'm sure you are aware. If you walk away from us now, which you are very well capable of doing, there will be continual annoyances for you. If you transport our injured colleague here back to the fortress where you stayed for a stint and where we are currently taking up residence, we could provide some evidence of your termination, as it were. Bring the Ironwood Company off your back. Leave you in peace. As you've said, you are capable of holding these forces at bay, but even the mighty rock is eventually weathered down by the waves.
You are but foot soldiers, agents. You have a handler, do you not? I would speak with them.
I cannot guarantee she would be as clear-minded as we. It is precisely her who I believe we could convince of this ruse.
As Finn continues to talk, Arnor does look more and more agitated as the things that Finn keeps giving as options.
Ethelward is silent for a moment. You just hear the distant night sounds and the crackling fire between you all.
As he's in this silence, almost right immediately as he's about to begin speaking, Finn does interject one more time, and he says, "One stipulation, however. I understand the intricacies of these devices you have," and he motions to Ethelward's hand, where he had shown kind of the void collar they had used. "Before I allow you to use such a device to transport our friend, I would require a moment to examine it, ensure that there is no trickery or underhandedness about this."
That is not a concession I will make, nor one you can afford. Time is not your ally. It is mine.
Finn looks around at the group, looking for a gauge or feel of them on this deal.
This is my proposal, and these are the concessions you will agree to should you not want to hoof it back to wherever you came from. I will take you and your injured, along with myself and my full force here, to what I can only assume you speak of. It's the Ironwood Keep, located in the reach north of here. There, we will converse with your handler, and come up with an arrangement within which I can continue my personal mission and vendetta against the Tetsunto woman. Understand this. I am no longer affiliated with the Vipers. I left long before their plans came to full fruition. Though Korvac was right, you are not yet ready to know even the sliver of what we set out to do. Not so long as you are in Gomont's grip. However, perhaps I can set you on the right course. This is my final provision, then, for this agreement. You will assist one of the Vipers in her goal.
Let me guess. You want us to help Coco.
This is correct. For you see, Coco Silkwither currently toils in the southern city of Aidenselk. She has plans to leave soon. No doubt, in your own pursuits, you would lose her, and you would never pick up the trail. But I could inform her otherwise, that she will be getting a whole new regiment of helpful hands to aid in her quest there, and find who we are searching for. And perhaps then your allegiances may sway a bit, and your honor, he gives a scathing look at Arnor, may find its proper roots, and you can do what any good citizen of this world would endeavor to do. Those are my conditions. Leave me alone, forever. We'll arrange that with your handler. And then go to work for me, and I will transport you and yours to safety. And then we will never see each other again.
Sarako has a look as if he's mulling it over, and then just gives a little shrug. Is agreeable enough to me.
What say the rest of you?
I say it sounds like a win-win.
Yes. You bring all of us back to the fort, and you can discuss with Iris there. Unfortunate.
Iris Elkar is your handler. Then I've got my work cut out for me. Regardless, do all of you agree?
Yes, I do.
I'm only considering your deal because one of my own is injured. But in addition, before you leave, you will tell me what you know about this crest, referencing his shield.
Should it be that the morrow comes and we are not yet departed, I will tell you what I know. Until then, gather round. And you, he points at Finn, come closer.
Ooh.
Come closer, and then he gives you a little smooch.
That's for the road.
You're gonna frickin' sap me again.
Kel will help Bread hold Kai's body and severed leg.
Bread will help move Kai and get into place.
Is there anything just from, like, visual cues that Finn can get from what he saw of the handheld device, if this is just a standard void collar, or if it has been modified in any sort of way? Not necessarily the purpose behind the modification, but just, like, visually modified.
As he replaces his gauntlet, no.
Okay. Sparing a passing glance as he puts his gauntlet back on, Finn takes his place next to Aethelward.
Arnor will step closer and almost ready to grab Aethelward if he tries something.
Ethelward's dozen or so troops hem you all in. And then Ethelward raises his gauntleted fist. There's a crackle in the air as little sparks, blue and purplish bits of energy start to streak from his hand into his body and then the ground surrounding you. The sky seems to brighten, though it's only because you're encased within some sort of ethereal bubble. And then, with a snap, you're gone.